Hello, kings and queens. Aries here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities, and even look forward to the blessings. Now, this is going to be your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November the 7th. Don't forget to pick up my new psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition. I would love for you to read and review. That would be a wonderful birthday present for me to bring in my new solar year for November the 15th. And also, don't forget to check out Latoya Chandler. She is Mental Chatter Musings author spotlight for the month of November. You can head on over to treasuresandspoils.com for one of her candles or scents, or you can always head on over to Amazon or wherever books are sold and pick up one of her novels. And of course, like I always say, read and review. It is the bookish thing to do. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into your weekly astrology. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Aries here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of November the 7th. Now, this will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Let's get it started, Aries. Now, on Thursday, November the 11th, the sun is at 19 degrees Scorpio, and those influenced by this degree can see success in their plans, even where you may have sometimes even doubted your progression. Now, if you have any placements, I'd say between 16 and 22, even 23 degrees of Scorpio, you can see some progress here. Now, because the areas of Cancer and Pisces trying this area, that could be where you are seeing success. Now, for you, that would be in home and family, also in the area of endings, new beginnings, spirituality, secret sacrifice, solitude, healing, and things of that nature. So, if you're trying to heal some relationships or things like that that have to do with home and family, this is definitely aspecting for you. If it is assistance or opportunities that you need, then you can look to your areas of, I'd say, in addition to that, it would have to do with also shared finances, because Scorpio is your natural area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about. So you could be having progress with even shared finances. Maybe you can garner some money or some type of shared resources through this progression. If it's an opportunity or assistance that's bringing you the progress, then you would look to your areas of Cancer and Capricorn and Virgo. So if you have placements between 16 and 22 or 23 degrees of Capricorn and Virgo, it could be career or working for someone that you can see the success. Maybe some shared finances come in your way through you being of service to someone else, maybe health resources, depending on what it is that you are requiring progress in home and family. So check your chart to see if you have any of those placements. Now, the moon in Aquarius is squaring the sun early in the morning at around 9 degrees Scorpio. So this could be something that's not, or this could be someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart, someone who has motives. Now, it could be a friend or someone within a social group, but it would definitely be someone that is not necessarily vibing with either your things you're passionate about. Maybe it is even shared finances where someone within a social group or a friend is kind of trying to get over on you. Sex and intimacy could be an issue. Also, the endings and new beginnings you want to create with groups and things like that, social groups and friends. So any of those angles could be where someone with placements with within 6 to 12 degrees of Aquarius or Scorpio would be the ones who are seeing this clash or this ill-intentioned person trying to take advantage of them. So check to see if you have those placements. Now, the moon will couple with Jupiter and Aquarius at 23 degrees. So lucky assistance or an opportunity could come in to help you achieve your goal. If you have any placements between, I'd say, 20 and 26 degrees of Aquarius, literary pursuits are favored here as well. And this is where you really needed this assistance or this help coming in, that you'll see this progression. If you have, I would say, since it's literary pursuits, it would have to be where you would could see some assistance would be your area of Sagittarius. That's your area of education, long distance travel, your skills, what you think and preach and things like that. So if you have placements between 20 and 26 degrees Sagittarius, you could be seeing this progression also. Now, some people work in the literary field, so if it's I would say maybe even work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, that squares your area of education. But at the same time, if it's help that was sorely needed and you have placements there, that could actually be working for you. If you have those placements, because Jupiter is there shining luck on the degree. So that would change that friction into an avenue that has luck aspected. Now, Mercury in Scorpio at 9 degrees is going to trine Pallas and Pisces at 9 degrees in the on Thursday as well. So what you see as a blessing can be communicated to you as it pertains to your talents, okay? Because that's what Pallas is about, your talents. And this is about secret sacrifice, solitude, closure, healing, endings, and things like that, where Pisces is. But with it being an area of spirituality, if you are a healer, a tarot card reader, if you make spiritual baths or anything like that, if you're into healing, you could be using your talents to help someone out of a situation, and because of that, you could be receiving a blessing through shared finances. Maybe they're paying you for this. Sex and intimacy, you could be a sex therapist or something like that, and you could be receiving money through you assisting, someone with that. Something you're passionate about, you could be working on, and it could bring some type of blessing your way, even shared finances. If you have placements in Scorpio or Pisces, I'd say between 6 and 12 degrees. Your brilliance and independence definitely shines. Now, on Friday, November the 12th, the sun is at 20 degrees, of Scorpio. It's a day where you really want to keep an eye out on your children, especially your more rebellious children. If you have placements between, I'd say, 17 and 23 degrees of Scorpio, I'd also say Leo, because Leo is your area of children. Now, I would definitely say the area of Leo as well to watch out for, because it's not only your area of children, it's play, self-expression, romance, and things like that. But because Leo is your area of children, and this angle speaks of, keeping an eye out on the more rebellious ones. If you have any placements in Leo between 17 and 23 degrees, I would definitely watch out for my Leo, Sun, Moon, or rising sign children, or my children in general. Okay, so you want to be mindful of that. This is where you have learned your lessons also. This angle talks about learning your lessons. Maybe you've learned your lessons with a romantic partner, or within, within friend groups when you're going out having fun and things like that. Maybe you've learned your lessons in creativity, because that's part of that area as well. This is where you can make your way through challenges and change for the better, where you've taken those lessons and seen the blessing or the silver lining, and put the actual lesson into practice. Now, the sun at 23 degrees Scorpio will trine Neptune and Pisces at 20 degrees. So a blessing, which happens to be a spark of inspiration or use of your talents, can be what you see as goodness coming your way. This is your area of secret, sacrifice, solitude, spirituality, healing, receiving some sort of blessing in the form of shared finances, maybe resources, shared resources, sex and intimacy. You're working on things you're passionate about, and it's garnering you some type of healing, closure even, but it's a blessing nonetheless. Just make sure that you're doing it for the greater good and not for ill-fated means. You don't want to be dreaming up someone to hurt someone. Just be mindful of that if you have placements in Pisces or Scorpio between 17 and 23 degrees. Now, the moon in Pisces at 6 degrees will also sextile Venus in Capricorn at 6 degrees. If you have any placements in Capricorn or Pisces between 3 and 9 degrees, some type of opportunity or assistance could be popping up for you under the guise of romance, finances, and pleasure. And it has to do with whatever it is you master, maybe even career as it pertains to what you are working on behind the scenes. Maybe secrets, maybe where you've had to make a sacrifice, maybe where you're working in your solitude. Maybe you're even gaining some healing or closure with romance or finances by working on those things in your solitude. Things that are secret, making sacrifices for them. This degree of Capricorn also notes tension and underhanded activities, maybe things done out of desperation, maybe for healing or to gain closure. So be mindful of what you're willing to do to get what you want. You don't want to find yourself by yourself, okay? So just pay attention to those angles. Now, also on Friday, the moon in Pisces at 8 degrees trines Mars and Scorpio at 8 degrees. So this could be assistance in the spiritual realm, or even assistance through a female figure who has more influence than you. If you have placements between, I'd say, 5 and 11 degrees of Pisces or Scorpio, you could have this blessing coming in, helping you through challenges. Now, whether it is assistance with health or even a child as well, this could bring you, this could be a blessing to you, especially if you're going through those challenges. Now, on one more transit on Friday, there will be a square between the moon in Pisces and Aries and Gemini at 8 degrees. So if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Pisces or Gemini, there's some more nurturing needed in your area of community, neighbors, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, so you want to nourish that area. There could be a clash with that sector, there is a clash, with that sector in your sector of spirituality. There's a clash with that sector in your, maybe people in your networks of people are not vibing with your spirituality. Maybe they don't understand it. Maybe you need to gain some closure with a sibling or someone in a home and or someone in your networks of people. Maybe even a neighbor. Maybe there's some endings you need to have. Maybe there's some secrets being told between neighbors or siblings or community, and there's that clash there. Okay, this is where the honorable are called to assist someone, maybe even a family member that's facing hurdles. So maybe you're helping a sibling through your spirituality because they're facing some sort of hurdles, but you have to put the work in, and that's what that square is foretelling, because it's not always challenges. Sometimes it's just you putting in extra energy in that area when there's a square there. So if you have those placements, just be mindful of that. Your areas of assistance and opportunity are you directly. So you may be receiving or just sharpening your image. If you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Aries, this is an opportunity for you to sharpen your image by assisting someone, maybe a romantic partner, maybe even a child. Maybe it's time for you to go out and hang out with one of your neighbors, in the neighborhood, or someone in your networks of people. And if you have placements between 5 and 11 degrees Leo, that would work for you because you'll have that opportunity come in for you, or you'll have some type of assistance through maybe even a creative endeavor through someone in your networks of people. And that's how you'll nourish that area, by accepting those assistance and opportunities. Now let's move along to Saturday. On Saturday, November the 13th, the sun is in Scorpio at 21 degrees, and this says that you have to be strong and develop dexterity to push through obstacles in life, to keep what you have, or even to recover something that you've lost. It can be done, okay? Now, some people can see losses if they're taking the easy way out, though, at this angle, especially if you have placements between, I'd say, 18 and 24 degrees of Scorpio. Your areas that square this area are going to be Leo, which is romance, creative endeavors, children, play, self-expression. You might be taking a loss there if you're taking the easy way out and you're not delving into your creative pursuits and working on things that you're passionate about. Maybe it's friends or goals or social groups where you're not putting in the effort and they don't feel that bond there. Or maybe resources are not being utilized or shared. So there's a square there. If you're taking the easy way out, you can see losses in resources and things like that as well. So just be mindful of that with that Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio angle if you have those placements between 18 and 24 degrees. Now, around 6 or 7 p.m., the sun in Scorpio will trine the moon in Pisces at 21 degrees. So a blessing can show up helping you to recoup your losses, possibly through questionable means, though. So you could be doing something under the table and making money that way. Be mindful of what you're willing to do for luxuries. Shared finances and passions can sometimes make you do underhanded things, behind the scenes or under the table. So if you have placements in Scorpio or Pisces between 18 and I'd say 24 degrees, this blessing can show up for you to help you recoup some losses, but just make sure you're looking out for what you're doing to do that, to recoup those losses. Now, the moon and Pisces at 22 degrees will sextile Lilith and Taurus at 22 degrees. This is your area of secrets, sacrifice, solitude, closure, spirituality, endings and new beginnings, garnering some type of assistance and opportunity, or maybe it's you posing some type of assistance to someone in the area of this has to do with your money and resources. So this is, what you're willing to do to gain closure or to garner some type of money in maybe even spirituality. Maybe you're working for someone behind the scenes. But this degree notes impulsive behavior, and it does not bode well here. You can undergo great losses and even encounter violence at this degree. So be careful of how you choose to react. Be careful, like I said, what you're doing for money and resources, to gain closure with money and resources. What you're willing to do in your solitude for resources, when times get hard. Taurus can be about your worth in general, and you could be doing something to damage your worth. This could be kind of like for women who, decide they want to start giving up their goods for money, and things like that, doing something in their solitude, because at this angle, this does talk about incurring great losses, maybe even incurring violence, maybe even dealing with something that's diminishing your worth. So please be mindful of that when you decide to, put nudes on the internet, or, any of those things that would diminish your worth. You want to be mindful of what you're willing to do. If you have placements between, you can get paid for it, but at what cost? If you have any placements between 19 and I'd say 25 degrees of Pisces or Taurus, this is aspecting you, Aries. God bless you guys. Stay tuned for the tarot portion. I've attached it from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday video, so that if you need to go back and remind yourself of your tarot, you can do so. It's coming up next. God bless you guys. Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. Taronic here to give you your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November the 7th, 2021. Okay, so like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can't do that on Facebook, so please go to Enchantress Press Astrology on YouTube and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, okay, so you got the Ace of Cups permeating your entire reading. Now, the Ace of Cups talks about an overwhelming feeling of emotion. Okay, so you might be feeling compassion, love, or even a stronger emotion. Maybe emotional fulfillment. This is about emotional fulfillment. It's about creativity. It's about contentment. It could be about, for some of you, childbirth. Okay. But anyway, this is what the whole week is talking about. Now, your first cards that came out were the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Something is going on to where you feel either some type of poverty mindset, or you feel left out in the cold, because that Five of Pentacles definitely talks about isolation, insecurity, financial loss, some type of worry or grief or fear of poverty because of low funds. Now you have it aspecting the King of Pentacles. So that's talking about your security and your abundance. That talks about, problem solved. It talks about keeping promises, property. It looks like somebody here didn't keep a promise, whether it had to do with employment or business, but something is going on where somebody is not keeping a promise to you, and you feel some type of sorrow or heartbreak, some type of rejection or grief. You just have to accept the situation, knowing that something better will emerge in its place. You also have there's more information coming your way through a mentor. It could be it's a beginning, information. It's not like it's the end all be all, because it looks like you're still having a test of faith or persevering through a situation, because some type of maybe helpful mentor or something is coming to give you more information about how to progress, how to move forward, it looks like you need to kind of keep your wits about you in this situation too, and kind of research the information that's being given to you. But yet and still, it's about you having foresight and expansion. It's about you solving problems creatively, maybe events speeding up and things like that. More information is coming to you, but it looks like you're still having to persevere through something. Okay. And it might be waiting for finances. Now you're trying to keep your impulses balanced. You're trying to keep your temper on, where it's supposed to be, because this week you got the Temperance card, and it's asking you not to be volatile, not to sway too far to the left, not to sway too far to the right, because you're really, upset about something. And what you feel that you are upset about is some type of judgment that is reversed. Okay. The past may be getting in the way of you moving forward. Okay. You might be refusing to examine your own role in the circumstances, or judging yourself even too harshly, without following it up with forgiveness. Once something is done, it's done, it's over. You can't keep rehashing it in your head. It is what it is. Others may also be judging you unfairly, and this is prompting you to kind of stand up for yourself. You might need help moving past some type of guilt over what can't be undone. But you can have it. You can renew yourself. You can have a rebirth after you let go of whatever this is you need to let go of. And you have a lot of choices at your disposal. Okay. You know, maybe a lot of fanciful choices at your disposal where you don't know what to do, dealing with this Queen of Wands person, this Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign, great businesswoman or man, who lends wisdom to others, who, you know, who's, she's independent. You know, she's also charming. And, but she's more so, I would say, passionate, you know, inspirational. She's an inspiring influence. Now, this could be you. It doesn't have to be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person that you're dealing with. This could be just you as a businesswoman, as a self-assured, thoughtful, hard worker. And it doesn't have to be a woman. The cards are non-gender. You could be a man, but it's still saying you have a lot of choices at your disposal. Stop worrying about the past and what's already done. That's done and over with. Don't be too fanciful about your choices. I mean, don't keep your head in the clouds, but at the same time, move forward and be this warm, exuberant, passionate businessman or woman that lends wisdom and advice and support to others, okay? Because people are looking for you for that. They're checking for you for that. Now, as far as the challenges, it looks like you're balancing either your time, you know, trying to get a good balance between work and home and creative projects and children and whatever. You're trying to balance that, or you're trying to balance money. Things are really turbulent in the background. So it might be, you know, money. You know, money is short and you're having to deal with that. Your challenge is your world changing, your apprenticeship and your education showing up for you and bringing you positive results. You know, you're waiting in the balance for that. Like, I put in this hard work. You know, I'm working on my apprenticeship, my education. I'm ready to start making some money with this, or some progress with this, where I want to progress. The advice is to, I'm assuming they're asking you to hang in there, as it either pertains to a businesswoman, a mother, or a business, a job. Because the Hierophant is about a mother side of the family or something like that. Or it's about a business, you know, like a big business, a corporation or something like that. And the advice is to kind of maybe take some advice for somebody you trust within a business about changing your world and bringing this positivity and ushering in this wheel of fortune after you felt like it's 10 swords in your back, after you felt like it's some type of defeat or a loss within maybe even a business organization, or a defeat or a loss within your finances. And now it's asking you to come in and talk to somebody, you know, about what you should do and where you should go from here. Don't take it all on yourself. You need to move forward and speak and find out what exactly is going on, because you got the Wheel of Fortune aspecting you. You're ready for your Wheel of Fortune after this defeat and this loss coming, you know, that's going on because of, you know, most likely your money. Okay. So, ask about that. You know, the new moon is coming up. The full moon is coming up. I know it's the new moon. We're still in those energies, but after that is going to be the full moon in Taurus, and it's a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses eclipse something out. That's where you're letting go of a job or some type of income or something like that. So this is going on for everybody. Everybody's letting go of something and picking up something else. So you need to get some advice as to these defeats and losses and what you need to be picking up and putting down. Okay. So I hope this helped. God bless you. Bye now.